Reviewing your role play and your sales calls. How do we do this, and what is the best method of doing it? First thing I want to introduce yourself to is you probably already noticed that when you send a voice note to a friend and you play it back or you watch a video of yourself, you cringe a little. At least if you're a healthy human being, this is like the first thing that happens the first times you are doing this. The psychology behind this is extremely interesting. It is because you have a certain image of yourself, of how you sound like or how you look like. For example, one thing that you also cringe off is when you open the selfie app on your phone, and sometimes in some apps, the image isn't mirrored. So you look at yourself and you're like, this is how I look like? This is weird. And your brain kind of like gives you a syntax error because of that. Because it's not used to you looking like that. It's not because you're ugly, even though you think you're ugly, it's not that. It's just your brain is like, what is this? Like, this is not how I'm used to. Or when you listen to yourself in a voice note or in a video, you also cringe because when you speak, the way you hear yourself is different than when you listen to your voice from a voice note or a video that you recorded. I am very, very, very sure that you can relate to this. So, when you first start watching your role plays back by yourself, it's going to be very cringy and it's going to be very hard to watch. So, I have a golden tip for you about that. So, what I want you to do is don't watch your role plays by yourself. Book in a call with one of the QSA members. You can do so by going to the tab in the community, role play links, and then you press on there, and then you can book in a call with someone, and there you can do a call with someone and you share your screen, and then they are looking with you at the call. This way, you stay focused, you don't get distracted, and you actually watch the entire thing or the portion that is the most important. And you have someone else external giving you feedback on how the call actually went. Even though they're not that experienced in sales, this is still very helpful because they'll be able to speak as a human being how the call sounded and if it sounded natural and good and all that kind of jibber jabber. Okay, so this is how I want you to do it. You review your own sales calls that you do, or your role plays, or your interview role play calls with someone else from the community. You book in a call with them. That is how I want you to do it. That is how you're going to overcome the cringe and the lack of being able to focus and watch the thing. Now, eventually, this will all fade away. Now, you see me making these videos. I send voice notes all the time. I don't have any cringe when I watch myself back, but I did have this issue for a really long time myself. So I wanted to let you know that you're not alone if you have this issue, and eventually it will go away because it's all about your brain getting used to, hearing your own voice and seeing yourself on camera and all that kind of stuff. When it gets used to it, and the way you get used to it is by doing it a lot, like doing the reps, then the feeling of cringe is going to go away, guaranteed. That's all I wanted to share with you in this video. All I want you to do as an exercise here is go ahead and book in a call with someone from the students in the community where you are going to screen share and you're gonna review a call that you have together with them. So it could be a role play call that you did before, or a sales call if you're already doing sales calls, anything like that. Just go ahead, do that, and comment down below with who you booked it in.